Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with another StarCraft commentary, and this is the semifinals of the Ever OSL from 2007. And if Ever OSL from 2007 rings a bell to you, then you may very well know that that is the Star League that I'm going to be doing the faux live cast for the finals of. So what I'm going to do is, I think we got like a week and a half left before the event. I'm going to cast all of the semifinals and the third place match as a lead up. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. I think it's kind of cool. It's going to be fun to go through all the games and so that way there's a little context and we kind of can see how the players are playing on the way. And by the way, Jaedong is not hacking. There's just a neutral dark swarm, like a permanent dark swarm on this map. For reasons, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, so this is the semifinal between Jaedong and UpMagic. You guys probably know who's going to win this already, but I still want to go through the games and show them off. And before we get too far into this, I want to give a couple disclaimers about UpMagic, or not, I don't know if disclaimer is the right word, but a couple notes that are important as context. One is that UpMagic was one of my favorite players. I really, really like UpMagic. He's super, super creative, and also was just really good. Wasn't quite top tier. Never really was top tier level, but he was always really good, and was always someone you had to watch out for because you never knew what to expect really because he was so creative and smart. Super, super smart. Right? He would come up with really interesting strategies. Other main thing to know about him is screw him because he's a match fixer. Really, probably the most disappointing person. There were several pro gamers that were found out to be match fixing, along with Savior. I mentioned that in a previous game. If you guys don't know, match fixing scandal in 2010, I think, where maybe it was 2009, where some pro gamers were found to be throwing matches to in exchange for money, basically, and the money was coming from betting sites. So people were making money, making bets on the betting sites, and then paying the gamers to go their way on the betting sites. You know, standard BS betting shenanigans. Anyway, I will get into this game in just a moment, but nothing too crazy is going on just yet. So I'm still continuing to talk about how UpMagic is a scumbag. It was scumbag who's getting a factory though, which is a little bit interesting. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's all I was gonna say. Is he was one of the UpMagic was one of the people that was caught match fixing. It was very disappointing to me because I really liked him at the time. And yeah. Anyway, that's a second factory, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, see, I told you, UpMagic is a shifty one. He can do anything you could imagine. Getting a second factory is very, very unusual versus Zerg. You know, you normally just go into bio. Sometimes you do get one factory. If you're teching up, what have you, and oh, there he goes through that dark swarm. He's gonna scout out the second base and knows that that's going on. Doesn't know what tech's going on, but is probably pretty sure that Jaedong is doing normal Zerg things. Jaedong making quite a few Zerglings though, interestingly enough, which is very interesting considering that, as you can see right here, there's a very nice choke point that UpMagic can block off. Maybe Jaedong is expecting that UpMagic scouting the expansion is going to go for a quick expansion himself. He's trying to capitalize on that. Although it could be that he just made those 8 lings and now is switched back into drones. Hard to tell. Anyway, but we've got 2 factories, machine shop being built as well, and you can see that Jaedong hasn't really scouted this yet. His overlord's kind of moving across the top of the map. I do not believe he sent out a drone scout, and is he going to be able to get in a scout? And he is going to spot it. Yes. I think he's sacrificing this overlord. Vulture now engaging with the Zerglings, and was that Vulture going to get trapped? It is going to get trapped in the corner. It's going to get maybe surrounded. Yes, he gets surrounded and picked off. Wow, nicely done by Jaedong. A little bit of a weird, I don't know if I'll call it a misplay, but a weird play for UpMagic to go into that top corner with the Vulture instead of trying to micro it out away from that area. And is that overlord going to get a full scout in and also get out alive? Amazing. You know what wouldn't have happened? That wouldn't have happened if he'd built Marines, if he'd gotten Medic Marine. So that's a little bit interesting that he's seen the Vulture. He's seen only one Marine. So Jaedong might kind of know what's going on here. And the amount of vultures being pushed out means that we're probably going to see vulture mines upgraded is what we're probably going to see there. He's going to lift off that barracks and move out with several vultures, immediately land in the barracks to protect himself against the counterattack. That's inevitable at this point. And so you can see there's you can have a wide ramp, but the permanent dark swarm on the ramp means that it's still kind of defensible in certain ways. So Jaedong can still kind of protect that ramp by just putting Zerglings on there, and that's what the mines are for. Planting down mines near those Zerglings. Mines do splash damage. They're still gonna run in there, and oh, he runs a Zergling in! Oh, that was beautiful. I don't know if, and I hope they can click on the vultures so we can see if they did enough damage, or see if they did any damage there. An armory going down as well in preparation for the mutalisks that he can expect are coming. And he's now snuck in with 3 vultures, and are they gonna be able to do any damage at all? He's running 2 into the main, but he's held 1 back, and he might go into the natural with the extra ones, and he's going to get 1 drone. Oh, he planted down a mine, and killed off a bunch of Zerglings there, which he wasn't able to accomplish on the ramp. He killed some Zerglings, but not a ton. And so, yeah, there's the extra vulture at the natural, going in after the mutalisks to the left, and now the mutalisks, oh, he's going to pick off. Is he going to pick it off before? No, the armory finishes building. Jaedong drew the mutalisks back, maybe going back into the main base. I'm not sure. He's got 1 sunken colony, but that's not a very well placed sunken colony, because these vultures obviously can go around and still stop mining, and crucially can stop mining from the gas. And there's a bunker built, which I don't think has any marines in it, and he actually just ran up the marines to attack the mutalisks without getting in the bunker, and he runs for the bunker, but it doesn't quite get there. There's the Goliath coming out, though. I don't think it's quite going to be enough, though. So both players just ravaging each other's bases right now. And who's doing the better job of it? I think it's actually really hard to say. Did the Marine get it? No, the Marine dies again. An empty bunker just sitting there. Really useless. And like I said, the 2 Goliaths were not enough. How many drones? Oh, okay. His drones must be at the natural expansion, because they look like there were not very many drones. There's the 2 Goliaths going out. And unfortunately, the Marine did die. He could have maybe run in the Marine at the same time as the Goliaths. Nothing. He's only got 3 drones? Oh my gosh, he did, because he ran in the extra vultures into the natural, and another Marine. What, does he just have, like, Marines rally ported to their deaths, basically? He's killed the last drones! There's no drones! But there's also no SCVs! These Goliaths are popping out, and he doesn't have any SCVs and again, what the hell is he doing? Why is he just running Marines through the glaive fire to their deaths? He could have at least, like, kited back with the Goliaths. What is he doing? I'm not sure what UpMagic is doing. He could have kited back with Goliaths. Now, we do actually have a mineral count here on the bottom right, and we can see both players have 100 minerals each. And this Goliath is going to go down. Doesn't even kill off that mutalisk. That second one, is he going to be able to target that dead, injured mutalisk? Looks like no. So, okay, well, he's just going to float his buildings, I guess, and run off somewhere. Well, this is... I have no idea what's going on here. This is crazy. By the way, on the bottom right, the right side column is Jaedong, and the left side is UpMagic. So you can see that UpMagic has 200 minerals now. Maybe he canceled something. Maybe that's how he got a little bit more money in the bank. Jaedong's gonna be able to run these mutalisks back and kill those vultures, unless they're underneath a dark swarm. He can't kill them. Oh wait, there's Zerglings. He used some of his last money to build Zerglings. Oh no, there's 2 Zerglings. And if he runs away from the Zerglings, they'll die to the mutalisks. Oh no. Jaedong spent his last money to build Zerglings, and now a couple drones, and the Zerglings. Oh my gosh. The Zergling. This is crazy. He could have hidden the vultures under the dark swarm, and they would have been immune to the mutalisk fire. And he couldn't run the mutalisks out to kill the buildings, because if he ran the mutalisks out to kill the buildings, the vultures would come out from underneath the swarm and kill his buildings. And the like 3 Zerglings that he had in... Oh, he's gonna run a Goliath! Oh my gosh! He's now got a Goliath underneath the swarm! The mutalisks can't kill the Goliath underneath the swarm. You got a vulture out as well, and he can protect his buildings by floating them over the Goliaths. The Mutalisk can't do anything. He's got a couple mines there. He's got one vulture left, but he has drones. Oh man, I kind of almost wish he hadn't had drones because it would just be such a hilarious stalemate, and we might see the first draw that I've ever seen in the entire history of professional StarCraft, basically, because then at that point, neither player could do anything. He couldn't move out from underneath the swarm to attack Jaedong's base. Jaedong couldn't go and try and attack his buildings because then other vulture underneath the swarm would, yeah, and so now he runs in, he sees that there's drones mining, and UpMagic has lost the stalemate because of Jaedong just had a few minerals in the bank to build drones, and was insane. Oh, that was insane. Oh man, God, see, it's just, it bothers me so much that this game is so awesome, and I want to be so excited about how cool of a creative player UpMagic was and how smart he was, but it's just like he's a little bit tainted, you know, from having been a scumbag jerk. Doing some match fixing, getting a little money on the side for ruining esports. So, anyway, wow, that's just crazy. I'm just flabbergasted by that turn of events. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Let's move on to Game 2 of the Ever OSL semifinals.